open challenge out. I'm taking your open challenge. It's going to be me and you November 5th at Coach's Sports Bar for TASW. Your first match will be your last match back. DeMarco, you're my boy. We'll go through and through, in and out of these roads together.
KillahKash, stepping up. Let me first begin this by saying thank you for taking my challenge. It will be a true honor and privilege when I face you this Saturday, November 5th at Coach's Sports Bar, where TASW presents Battle for the Belts. Now I watched your promo. I gotta hand it to you, man. There's not a whole lot I can dispute. You made some very valid points. You're right. I helped you get your start at TASW. Matter of fact, I've helped you get your start a lot of places. I mean, truth being that when promoters or bookers or anyone within a wrestling organization asks me about talent that can make an impact, talent that is worth the price of admission, you're on a short list. I see a lot of potential in you. I've seen you mature. I've seen your game rise to new heights. You have been devastating. I've watched you at TASW beat guys senseless. I've watched you take the TASW heavyweight champion, Mysterious Q, to the limit. I'm not here to dispute whether you're a giant or a monster. Simply 6'7", 6'8", 300 plus pounds, you will pose a great challenge this Saturday at Coach's Sports Bar. I mean, talk about devastation. Your moveset, for instance, whether it be a choke slam or one of your sidewalk suplexes or sidewalk slams or any number of moves. Your power bomb. I've seen guys quake in their boots at the mere mention of being put in that position, to be raised, hoisted that high up in the air, and then dropped unceremoniously to the ground. Or your FSU. I know what it's about. I've seen you put guys bigger than you in that move and slam them down. I mean, a guy who's about 230 pounds coming back from a back injury. Buddy, you're an intimidating presence. And then if it was just to worry about those moves, I'd be all right. But then you talk about knockout power. Whether it's the big boot, the lariats in the corner, which I've seriously seen guys knocked out on their feet, and the only thing holding them up is that turnbuckle. Or it could be either of your hands. You're a prize-winning fighter. I can only imagine what kind of power you bring. And I expect you to bring your A game. See, the only thing I would dispute is you telling me I should stay retired. You see, I've gone through too much to get to this point. The hours of therapy, the hours of rehab, the sleepless nights, the unknowing, the uncertainty, only to come back better than ever, to spend the hours in the gym, the hours doing cardio, the hours getting back in the ring, just to prepare myself for this Saturday, November 5th. So not you, not anyone's going to tell me when it's my time to go off to pasture. You gave me some friendly advice, so I'm going to return the favor and give you some friendly advice. See, this Saturday, November 5th, at Coach's Sports Bar, during TASW's Battle for the Belts, when we're standing across from the ring from one another, I don't want you to look at me as your friend. I don't want you to look at me as your travel buddy. I don't want you to look at me as the guy that gave you advice when you were first starting out. The consultant. Don't look at me that way. Don't look at me as a booker. Don't look at me as the host of the Lucha Lounge or the co-host of Behind the Curtain. Don't even look at me as the guy who wears PJs the only way I know how to. No, I want you to put all of that aside. I want you to look at me as an enemy, as another victim to your reign of terror, as an example to the rest of the TASW locker room that you have arrived and you are ready to take your rightful place as a top contender for the TASW heavyweight title. I want you to bring every move you have in your arsenal, because it's simply going to be this. I'll bring everything I've got. You're the first step in my journey to the Texas All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight title. You're the first step. You are the person that I'm going to prove to everyone that I am not only ready, physically ready to return, but I am mentally ready to go. And I'm going to bring everything I've got. And I won't feel so bad when I kick your teeth down your throat. See, Cash, you're not going to get the guy that just entertains. No, sir. You're getting the guy that topples giants, that slays monsters, that defeats the undefeated and breaks the unbreakable. You're going to have the guy that gives everyone, including yourself, the reason to mark out. And most importantly, you're going to get the guy that proves there is no show without Steve DeMarco. And one more thing, Cash, you're going to be facing the guy that will be the next TASW, no, correction, the next Texas All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. I'll see you Saturday, Cash. Fans, I hope to see you out there this Saturday. Until then, stay classy, my friends. Later.